See how long it takes to load.
Let's get into this first before we go into that. Whew.
Well, now this is taking a long time to load. There we go. Wonderful.
Okay.
There we go. Chat. Hey guys.
Let me get in here.
Don't mind us. We're doing our thing.
Just doing it. Late at night. And it's still hot.
It's a late one. Yeah.
But it's still hot.
It was cold here this morning, and then it got warm. But it's cold in my house just for the dogs. Because they're not spoiled.
Nope. Not at all.
You could probably hear one of them in the background.
And it's still hot.
Late one.
It is. Still hot.
Okay.
90 or 83 today in Norfolk, get it. And then this whole weekend is supposed to be hot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're in the middle of July all over again. All over again.
All right.
Everybody's used to
especially with no sleep.
Yeah, when we ain't sleeping.
Mm-mm.
Or we're having those 30-minute still moments of pass out and then we wake up. We're like, where are we? What are we doing? What's supposed to be going on right now? Yeah.
Intermittent napping. That's what we got.
Yeah. It is. And in the stillness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely. So it should be interesting.
Okay.
So as the world is turning into chaos and from all directions, and everybody wanted this to happen. Now we're in the process of it happening, and the whole process of it is chaos and dismantling and complete annihilation of corporations and cities, and that's where we're at. You're seeing it. You look north, you look south, it's everywhere. You look in Oregon, it's there. They're finding out the hard way. They are in the fuck around and find out situation down there today. I mean, and they're not even using their heavy equipment on them. That's they're very lightly doing stuff right now. They're not even being aggressive with it. Okay. So there's a lot of confusion going on because, again, they're looking at what's in front of them and thinking because of what the media is saying, that means that's what the intentions are, and it's not. This is a play that's playing out to move it to one direction of audience focused on the Holy Land. We're in the shit this last war. And, it's one of those things, everybody's going to be upset with everybody. They're not going to like politicians. They're not going to like anybody. You look at this play that's going down right now, and you look at the government. They just notified all their generals. They're in position. The last war was the Holy Land. Mm-hmm. We have to get in there. You can't get in there being the enemy. You have to get close to him. And again, you guys, that guy's gone already. It's another actor. Okay. So
They're all actors. Every single one of them.
No, here goes the internet again.
Oh no.
Oh no, here we go. Oops. You see it? Lose.
You good? We got you still. Can you hear me?
Okay. No, it's weird. Okay, we're good. So now it's the Holy Land. The fight is in the Holy Land. The last war is in the Holy Land. Everything that is connected to this earth is in the Holy Land and in the ground. And we talked about this forever. I've brought this up. How many rules did you go through? You said there was what, 5, 6, 7?
Well, no, depending on the word. I think it ended up being almost was it 19 or 20, somewhere around there.
19.
It was a lot. Yeah.
And I've talked about this space for a long time. And so there you got the darkness that's down there that's chained down. And then you have the, how do you say the word, majestic beings that are chained down. And then you have the artifacts. And then you have all this information down there that's been hidden too. So here we go. You guys, look, all the churches were fighting over this land. It's really, now it's nations that they all still want what's in that land. So you watch how it all ends up in that area, in that process, because it has to happen. There is a last key that we have to get, and it's in that ground. And so let's go through this picture. You got both, right? We'll start with this one first.
Okay.
I'll start with this one first. So here we go with,
let's see.
Do you know the truth? Here's the Holy Land. Here's the stairs.
These are the levels, right? Yes.
Here's the original cities that are low. There's the tree, the giants, and all the information. And down here is the libraries and all the majestic, what was underneath, and all layers of the light. So this is Zeus. So the whole process is the last battle was this land that we were going to fight over, no matter what. And then this is the thing that those, I don't even know what you want to call them, non-human characters, or how they're going to, what they're going to put in them, how they're going to react, zombies or whatever, is the last war on this process. So this was always going to happen in the last days. I don't have that list I put in the group. You want to read that so we can go over that, since I don't have it in front of me.
Oh, okay. Yes. This one?
I'm going to close this part out. Okay, hold on.
I can put it on the screen if you want.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
I have it if you want to.
Yeah. No, it doesn't want to close. Here it goes.
Of course
there it goes. Okay. You can
still
go ahead.
There.
You want to?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You want to put it on the screen? So.
There you go. That one.
Okay. Yeah, we can get in that one. Go back to that side. This is the download. Okay.
Yes.
What's really going on with Trump's spiritual backing Israel? This is where the confusion. Let's see if I can. Does that get bigger?
Can you read it? Or can I? I don't know if I can.
No problems.
Do you want me to just read it for you? Is that it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
My eyes are.
We'll just read it off. That's okay. This document is a spiritual explanation, not a political one. It is written for the general public seeking to understand what's happening behind the scenes, beyond headlines and into hidden realms. Why is Trump backing Israel so strongly? The truth goes far deeper than politics. 1. Israel is a spiritual power zone. Israel is not just a country, it's a symbolic and energetic power zone. Jerusalem is known as a convergence point of global timelines. It is considered a sacred vortex of spiritual warfare, divine prophecy, and ritual. Supporting Israel from a spiritual standpoint is aligning with one of the world's most activated frequency portals. Both light and shadow dwell there. 2. Trump's role, the Cyrus frequency. Many believe Donald Trump carries the energy of Cyrus, the ancient Persian king who helped fulfill divine prophecy without being part of the original spiritual lineage. Spiritually, Trump has served as a disruptor of timelines, a divider of systems, and a catalyst for prophecy. Backing Israel is part of that script, meant to trigger long-hidden spiritual dominoes. 3. The covenant, not just the land. The spiritual war is not just over land, it's over who controls the ancient covenant. Elite bloodlines, religious councils, and hidden groups want to activate prophecy through artificial means. Israel becomes the stage where these forces attempt to access relics, rituals, and dominion over human consciousness. 4. Secret knowledge and gatekeeping. During Trump's presidency, he was exposed to sacred knowledge, ancient technologies, underground vaults, Dead Sea Scrolls, and otherworldly intelligence. Backing Israel may be connected to guarding or revealing this hidden wisdom. His support is not just political, it's part of a spiritual bargain to protect timelines or delay unauthorized disclosure. 5. Timeline warfare. This is a battle over the future of humanity. Forces of light are trying to liberate the people through truth and vibration. Forces of darkness aim to trap them through fear, prophecy manipulation, and financial enslavement. Trump's involvement is triggering timelines, but the true battle is between creator's will and artificial manipulation. 6. Creator's covenant versus man's version. Creator's covenant is not about controlling land or enforcing borders. It is a written in the heart, not on stone tablets. The spiritual support of Israel must align with the higher covenant: love, unity, truth, not war and fear. The people must choose which version they align with. This is the truth behind the curtain. May you read it with your spirit and not just your eyes.
There you go. So, and that's why, the confusion on this land is, what they're trying to create, chaos and, again, Orange Man bad, this whole process all over again. Orange Man's bad, and we're going down this road over and over on this process. And it's not about that. It's about the bottom line. It's the Holy Land. And they've been showing you, because they put churches all over it to cover it up. It's everything that's in that ground that we have to get to. It's more than, there's a lot of valuable, and it's part of the one that has to go first. You want to call it the Yellow Brick Road. You know what I'm saying? It's all there. Because these doors that go down are very small doors in these areas. And so it exposes all the lies completely. And they want to contain that. Because if we know everything, if they surface all this stuff, then it makes the situation for them to be hunted down. We want the truth. You're seeing in every country now, they're standing up. And this is an area that people will fight over in a different way because they've been told certain lies about it. And it's a total different situation. This is the point where you have to sit behind this plate of glass and watch what falls and watch the sky. This is a spiritual war. It's not just humans that's fighting over this area. That's what's contained in, and you want to see the whole process of Michael taking Satan down and binding him down for 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've been feeding that beast. So here we are in this situation. And that's why I'm not worried about the Galaxy Federation and this, this the big scene is the military and this process, because we have to get through this process to get anywhere. And then all this glamour of aliens and all that stuff, they're not going to do anything until we do something that we're supposed to do. That's the thing. We have to get this done. So this was, but as I said in a prediction about what they've done to the humans, we don't know what kind of state they're gonna put them in, and what they put in their own bloodline. So that's the whole thing. It's the last war. It's a spiritual battle in front of you. So when the military is called in the way it is, they're not just fighting humans, guys. That's the thing. It's bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll take questions.
Okay. If you have a question, guys, put it in caps for me, please. Thank you very much. Let's see. What we had from before. I actually have an hand M question. This is probably from Gail's show. This is what happens when you do 2 shows in a row.
Okay.
Tim says he used to have an M on both hands, but he can no longer see it on his left hand. Why would the M go away? Do you know?
I got them.
Any idea? Okay.
Make M and W's and I got them on both.
The crescent moons and stuff like that. Okay.
I don't know why. I don't think it's something that's taken away. It might be just genetic, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That one, unless he did something to his hand, it's like, the M is like a fingertip of a fingerprint.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see.
Okay. Thank you. Christine is asking, is Pfizer now under white hat control? And were they forced to create new healing vaccines?
Yes. They got their hands smacked. They're going down. And this is what from the beginning, it's like, you're going to do it our way now, or there's repercussions. So I'm just saying, everything is seen a certain way. And because of the name, people think it's bad, so, and I think it's for their own humiliation to go from poisoning people to healing them.
Yeah.
And I think it was something else I saw about Walmart. They're taking out all the artificial foods and all the dyes and stuff that they can't do no more too. I think I saw something on that. So our food's changing on that end of things too.
Okay, thank you. Kevin's asking, is it ultimate energy and portals that are in Israel?
There's more than that. That's there too.
Okay.
Many portals.
Frequency question. Do you think Rife frequency machines and Solfeggio frequencies are the same? Do they do the same healing?
They do the same. Because I use the Rife book and then I use a different frequency. So yeah, I like the instructions with the Rife but I don't use that Rife machine. I use the book and instruction books with it.
Right. Okay. Will we all come together within our communities like the original villages, neighbors helping neighbors, hoping for that?
Yes, and I mean, yes, it's going to happen. Because once everything kind of shuts down, I mean, that's what you're going to look to your neighbors for even communication when there's no internet or anything. That's the old days. Like, whoa, go get a cup of sugar from your neighbor.
Right.
What? Right. So yeah.
In a way, that's kind of how it should be. We all have to help each other.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Let's see. Are we literally in the last stages of this being literally over?
Yes. It gets to a point when everything's crumbling so bad and everything is just completely down to a certain point that everything has to be shut down.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere to go from this point except the collapse process. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see. If Pfizer is under the white hats, why did Trump just sign a $70 billion deal to expand Pfizer? If we're not investing the money, Pfizer is over the next few years to increase jobs and expand U.S. operations.
From light to dark.
Dark to light.
Okay. Dark to light, light to dark. It's, I want you to look. Okay, here I'm going to use the example of Pfizer as the same. I think that the white hats got involved with the interior design field and all that stuff because the stuff that they've been wearing in the last 3 years has been humiliating. Okay, and they said, "Hey, you're going to design all this stuff, and it's going to look more ridiculous than ever because you had a part of all this stuff, and now we get to take your designs and you make the most ridiculous stuff, and we're going to see if these suckers are willing to buy this stuff." And the thing is, some of the suckers are buying this stuff, these bags of plastic. They did it on purpose. They're going to humiliate Pfizer the same way.
Right.
Eat crow, bitches. Show the public.
Yep.
Instead of poisoning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because anybody with reality would not wear any of that stuff that they're coming up with at all. It's not designed. It's just plastic bags.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what that was.
God, I'm just like, no one can see this, You have to play their part. And they made a deal.
Okay. Those of us who did not take the jab, are we a big soul family? I think so.
Yes, we are.
I think so.
We brave.
For sure. Karen's asking, do the tuning forks used on bodies really help with the frequency healing? Those also help?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And you use those too.
Yeah. Yeah, that worked too. So I mean, just to unfold on everything, and that's the thing. They need they need to be watching the military, because when you bring in the every part of the military like that, the fleets, that are surrounded in the world in the way they are, and have done training and task, and air, ground, everywhere, you're going to see a different force. You're going to see the power the United States has in a different way. And I think it's a checkpoint that you guys are seeing, that you saw this week, is a checkpoint to check in, to make sure where their loyalty is, make sure they're in line for what's about to happen. Shit's rolling, and the military's always been the one in charge. No civilians. No dark, Gmails are involved in the
Right.
communication.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
It's .org. But anyway, I did throw that in.
Yeah, that goes along with one of the other questions of why were all the generals called to the meeting?
Yes, exactly.
Because we're in it, right? This is it.
The commitment. They had to see the commitment. They had to commit it to the commitment. They had to sign a paper again. But didn't they have one that did not do it? And then I think the can was
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think there was one.
Probably did.
Okay. So on the whole process of this, I mean, the military's got to be, because there's no more room with the military to make any more mistakes. This is like that last phase of things that have to be done, and it has to roll out very accurately. Yeah, they can't make mistakes. They put, train for this process over and over and over, and it's very important. I mean, this is the thing, like I said, all these, I call them furloughed, these people from the government, and I don't think half of them are coming back.
Right.
Because you got to look at the necessary positions that they have to. But I don't, some of these positions with the government, they're not doing anything. They're wasting money. It's expanding the budget so they can add more money. And now I think they're downsizing. It has to happen. So, but also it's exposing more of the corruption of the government. So you don't need to have that many people run it anymore. It was just about hoarding the money, controlling the money.
Right. The more people in there, the more they're going to take.
Right.
Okay.
So, because everything is changing.
Right.
Education, medical, I mean, go down to college, all of it. It's hitting the list of what they're going to fund and what they're not. Technology is big. And so they're weeding them out.
Okay. We had several questions on that 3i atlas, on location, things like that. But I just want to let people know you are in the process of remote viewing that.
Yes. So right now, in the remote viewing. Yeah. Okay. When I get that done,
watch for that video. It'll be coming.
What I'm saying on this, I'm not getting anything negative whatsoever. Higher intelligence. I find it funny how they're taking like a normal ship and putting stone rocks all over it to make it look like this whole scene, which has nothing to do with the technology and an advancement. It's just so caveman process of looking at things. It's just insane. Because what higher technology, higher advancement alien would have to travel like that? Because we know the material that they use that can make things disappear. They're not going to use stone, throw it over a ship. It just amazes me, the shit that they're doing. So no, you have to look at it this way. You have lived through hell here, and they have tried to kill you in so many ways.
True.
What is on the other side is completely better than what you have here. They already tried to kill you. They already tried to kill your children. They already tried to dumb down your education on everything. Any option that is off this earth is better than what we have. You already went through the war. They're expecting So anyway, but I don't, in that whole train, I don't feel anything negative. I think it's just something that's always been there that they can't control. So what are you going to do? Turn it into a negative situation, like always.
Right.
You have a lot more
Here.
people that shows up there and be like jumping on rooftops and everything else. Like, come get me, just take me,
Uh-huh.
because that's the
I
truth.
guess. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, and and then and that's the whole process of this. They're not afraid to be seen now. They're not afraid to. They don't have to hide themselves now. So that tells me what treaties, agreements have been signed that they can show themselves in this process. Because I always said, the city, new creation of the new city would not be on land. It would be above. And they have showed you technology for a long time that it's not. And go back to the Tartarians and all that stuff, the advancement of the technology. We're going back. Um, so, yeah, I'm in no process of fear with the situation. And that's one thing I've checked with the energy. And this is more, you know what it looks like? Is the organic ships that I talked about and drew. To me, it's the organic ship.
Right.
So if you want to get close to what it is, it's the organic ship,
Okay.
self-containing. So, and the more you're not taking the bait on that, the more they're going to add fear to the process with it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, Forever saying if we were going to be invaded, it would have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, it would have. So, I don't know. So that's not going to happen to that. So I would expect, and like again, they talked about the star. They talked about that star that's supposed to come in, right? That has blue around it, and it is a symbolism of the new world as we go into the golden age and all that. The whole process of that. It's important that we witness this whole situation. It's important. So that, I mean, the whole thing is, um, there's so many distractions, and you're looking at reality. It's just breaking down. Everything's breaking down. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
people in each countries are taking over, and that's what they needed, and that's what we want for people to
Mm-hmm.
stand up, and they're finally doing that.
Right.
This is what was supposed to happen. NASA is the shithole of lies. You can't even trust anything they put on the screen for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mary said NASA, not a space agency.
Not at all. It's a stage presence.
True.
Another
There you go.
skit. That's all it is.
Okay. Thank you. So they should look for your remote view.
Remote viewing.
It'll just be in a video. It won't be live.
Will
You're just gonna
be a
post a
video
video.
that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to go over it in levels and layers. You know how I do that. So, and if I have to draw, which are, I think on this project, I probably will end up drawing some more details on it. But you know, this is the thing. You can call me on this one. So there's that one. Watch another big one come in, just bigger than that one. You know, yeah, look, they're bigger. Yeah, there is. Some of them look like big ships we have at sea that are in the sky. You know, miles long, huge. So I think if that one skit that NASA puts out is not working, they're going to add some bigger sizes to the whole screen up there. So we'll see. So it is about distraction and putting fear in this situation.
Right.
But you know what's funny? And I haven't listened to all the truthers, or the super soldiers, or what it is and what's up there, and they're talking to blah blah blah. I'm gonna tell you guys this. So you got all these people saying they're talking to different alien beings and all this stuff. You know what's interesting is I don't feel the need to do that. I never feel the need that I have to, because it's not necessary. But when something occurs, then all of a sudden everybody has information. They talk to what's like Elena on the space commander, and and all this stuff,
Right.
and all. I mean, it's just that story goes on and on and on, and it doesn't end. So and for me, I can look at that from a view from a distance and see it. But it's not necessary to connect with that when you're seeing the bigger picture, because it's not just one species that's involved in the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. And that's that ego process. It's just this colony and this, it's just the whole divide again in that whole process. So, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to change. Once something new comes in, then everybody's channeling that new thing, and then they got new information. So I like to say this. Why weren't you channeling this 3 years ago? 3 years ago? Or 5 years ago? Why weren't you drawing it or writing it or putting it in front of the screen then? Why is it always when it's just happening a week away? I just want to know.
Good question.
I'm open ears. They don't take the risk.
Right.
So, and I'm just saying that in the way of the propaganda of feeding the fear into the situation. That's the problem. Everybody jumps on the same bandwagon with this. If that is the target, then all of a sudden all this information. But you know what? When all this happens, like this will go to the side, just like when we everybody was worried about their cell phone. They're going to stick it in the microwave and put all this stuff on your head. Look at guys, come on. That's the stupidest thing. And these were some of the highest spiritual communities. And this guy was telling you that. And I was like, call him out. Remember what he said. And then nothing happened. And then when you call them out, guess what happens? Dead silence. Dead silence. Because we're at a point, I'm going to vent about this. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the daydreaming. I'm sick of the crap that's not real. I'm sick of people lying about stuff. We want to get to the end. I'm done. Okay. I am done. I am done entertaining. I'm done, backing that up. I won't do it at all. I'm not entertaining it no more, because it's just, we want to be done. We want to be done financially. We want to be going into the new world, and we're done being entertained. And they just won't stop. They won't stop because they're sponsored. They're sponsored and they're making money off of it. I guarantee you, once we shut down, and those ones that are working with the sponsors are going to be completely annihilated. You won't see them, because the true people that were doing this for their good intentions, that were not bought and paid for, are going to be seen. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I want to get to the humanity projects. We want to start giving. We want to have our energy give to people. And then you have all this distraction and all this persona, the SSP programs, the spiritual programs, all this Galaxy Federation. That's all they're doing. They're just spinning the same thing. So at the end, it's going to be seen. Like, where's Kent Dunn, right? He's gone too. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I've been on this earth for a long time, seeing this stuff since the day I was born. So cut the shit.
Yeah.
Let's get to what needs to be done. Why don't you focus on what's going on in the Holy Land? I'm just over it. I'm over superhero, all this crap. I'm over it. So we, the people, want the truth now. We want to focus on that. Am I venting too long?
Sure, show, girl. You do what you want. I don't think anybody minds that you're venting.
But I'm just done. We are done. We want to get to the next phase of things. If we push all that back and we shut that down, we can focus on what's really going on. I can take some questions now.
You good? You ready? You have a few. See, everybody enjoys your venting. We're good. See, let it go. They're like, yeah, there you go.
But it's just at the point. I can't take the Perez shit no more. I can't take the whole SSP persona of the play anymore. I just can't do it no more. I'm sorry. This is about the real stuff that's going on, and I'm done. The military's in charge of everything, guys. Everything.
Okay, great.
I'm taking questions now.
All righty. Okay, we'll change this over. Have you heard about the new autism treatment?
No, I haven't. What is it?
I forgot the name. I did see something online. I saw a couple of things where parents are trying this new treatment, of which Trump and Kennedy had mentioned, and people were trying it on their autistic kids. And I think there was one that I had seen where the child, after not speaking for 4 years, started speaking. And I forgot the name of
because they've always had it.
I forgot the name of the treatment. So if someone knows it, put it in chat. But I just didn't know. They were asking if you knew about it.
These healing. No, I haven't, but I'd be interested in looking at it. And that's the thing. And I've dealt with clients. There's one. She's in Arizona, and just a heartful. She has a great son and everything. And it's just their conscience is in a different place, and it's like slow and steady, and trying to bring that back into that stillness, so they could concentrate and stay coherent with you. And that's all these parents want, to bring that back, because again, the state is what did this, the shots that what did this, that caused it, and now we have to reverse it. Is there a way to reverse it? We don't know. This might be a way that we can look at this.
Yeah, that'd be great for those kids and their families, Okay, thank you. Any updates? What's going on with the Ring of Fire?
Well, like I said, everything's in plates, and how things are accumulating around, and that's the whole thing, and it's attached. Because remember, I talked about how these are not just plates, it's like a Rubik's Cube, and how things are shifting. And that's what's going to happen. It's going to shift. It would be interesting. Remember, we talked about the crack in the ocean and how the water would disappear and then it would move aside. So something like that's going to happen, or something big is going to surface. So I think it's telling you, it's showing you, and I think they know it's coming.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. I think Florida's still going to end up with a hurricane this month?
Yes, it'll still get a hurricane.
Still coming? Okay.
I think from this warm weather, it's gonna shift quick. I don't think it's gonna be a slow process. I think it's gonna shift quick. And I just feel like, maybe we got in October, and then all of a sudden it's just completely shifts into snow, because these are not been normal seasons anyway. We're not dealing with a normal world anymore in the first place, with climates and everything else. Yeah.
Okay.
So this whole process in this is going to shift.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see. Another question. Do we transition to our immortal body? I don't know if they mean when we go to 5D.
Mortal, no.
Immortal.
We go into a 5D. Crystalline. I don't end up there, but no one wants to be a human.
All right, cutting out a little bit, hon.
Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Are you there? Okay.
You just cut out.
Anybody wants to be
for a few seconds.
Okay. So the flesh, blood, water, salt, bone. I mean, it's an old vessel that we've outgrown.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Forever saying the autism treatment is leucovorin. Ring a bell? Leucovorin. Don't know. Okay. No. Thank you, Forever. Let's see, another question. Again, about the IRS. October 15th is the deadline for those that we filed an extension for to submit the federal income tax returns. Okay.
Fuck them.
No audio needed on that one, but we're good. You certainly weren't saying they were number one. Kevin, Jenny, do we all get X-Men superpowers?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
It's like this. When the government acts mature, treats our money the way they need to treat it, instead of acting like spoiled children and taking from the pot, then maybe we'll start paying our taxes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Get us a new system, and we show that it's legit, and it's because it's not.
Right. Okay. Another question. Are one world IDs coming?
No. The world's in such a resistance of what's going on with the governments right now. And you try to force them to do anything on a process like this. I mean, the whole world is in chaos right now. And I mean, I'm going to tell you, in the United States, you push that, it will be that process of Trump saying, stand up. That's all it's going to take. Someone's going to do it.
Okay, thank you. Christine is saying that, okay, this is going to go back to that 3-eye thing, Atlas. Avi Loeb at Harvard said it was not a comet for a month, but today he said it was a comet. Is that one of those situations possibly where it depends? Are they getting funded?
Of course.
Depending on what they say.
Yes, of course. Okay. I don't believe anything from Harvard anymore because everybody gets paid. In science, what is the truth about science anymore? We don't know that either.
Okay, thank you.
That's the way I see it. I mean, we're at the end of everything, and everybody should be truthful about what's really going on, how we got here, where we're at on things, and call bullshit where bullshit is. Because I'm telling the public is sick of it. They're so sick of it.
We are. Okay, let's see. Will the natives get their land back?
I think so, yes.
Will they?
Okay. Yes.
Seems only fair.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, when they talk about this, and I won't be surprised on that ship. This is the thing. There's something out there, but they're showing you shots and screens you don't know are true or not. That's the whole thing. So you're gonna have to trust it with your. That's why I tell people you're gonna have to trust it with your own eyes to see it and view it in your own eyes, and go outside and look. And when they're telling you not to go outside, you go outside.
Oh, absolutely.
Go look up.
Yes.
You take pictures and you share it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it really looks like. So look at who's showing you what it looks like. I want all the people on TikTok and all them taking pictures going, okay, this is what it really looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Again, NASA, forget it.
Right.
It's not worth it.
I think too, even some of those people, even some of the TikTok people, sorry, got to say it, they're all messing with a lot of AI stuff.
Right.
So I think no matter what you're looking at on any kind of screen,
you have to ask
you
yourself,
need to go inside. Yeah.
There's this matrix,
Yeah.
So, and it is. You have to analyze it. But the thing is, it's just so awful to put. I'm sorry, but God, I think we're just stupid. Taking it and then putting old rocks and stones over the ship. It's just pathetic, guys. Oh my God. It's just so, and they just think people are going to buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Even the stuff that we've seen in the air, and we know the colors are clear and how they are formed and all that stuff like that. All of a sudden, there's a big ship there with just got stones and rocks around it. That's covering itself up. Come on. Come on.
Right.
That's stupid.
Do you think they're doing part of this so that it's so stupid that some people look at it and say, oh my God, that's too stupid? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
To wake those people up, but they're not waking up.
Those type of people were voted for Joe Biden and thought he was actually a president.
True.
Okay? And they never got it. They never woke up to see it. That's the whole thing.
Let's see. What are your thoughts about AI actors?
I think you're seeing a lot more of it and on the whole process of it. Oh my gosh, you're seeing it all over Facebook and all this stuff. And you can't, right now, you guys, you can't tell what is real and what is not. It's getting it down to a science on things. I think it was Reeves, Keanu Reeves and his wife, and they're showing a tragic accident. I'm like, that's fake too. It's completely fake on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think having these get to a point where there are AI actors that it'll be something where it's a transition from the current actors that we have now, the Hollywood stuff, to transition to new types of actors in between?
Well, I think some of the actors who are playing the parts are got to be exhausted and tired and like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of playing the same part forever and ever and ever.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's see. What's your view on fintech, which is financial technology, plus Web3, which is the new internet, which equals QFS?
Can you repeat that again?
I will repeat it again. What do you think of this? Fintech, which is financial technology, plus Web3, new internet, equals QFS.
True.
Okay, thank you.
There has to be new corporations with higher technology instated, and then they're slowly, all of a sudden, they're there, and they're backed by big money. So you're going to be paying attention to that too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Christine is asking, what should we prep besides cash and food?
Something else you can.
That's it, really.
No, I mean,
It's
it sounds like you can hold canning. Canning's would be a good thing right now.
Okay, thank you.
You know, since we're on a roll of being so damn truthful tonight, you know, they can ask questions that they are really irritated and annoyed by what no one is telling them. You know, we might as well go full bore on
Any
that
kind of
tonight.
question whatsoever, just not personal
any
questions,
type of
unless
question, because we're all
unless you
fed up.
want to
We all want to know the truth. Let's just go.
Okay. Did you want to? On top of that, did you want to do any readings tonight? Since we're almost an hour in.
Look,
Okay,
yeah,
so let's
we'll
do a couple questions first. Okay.
Yeah, let's do a couple questions because people hold back and they suppress it. You know, that's the whole thing. And then they're seeing people push the same thing. It's just like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Right. Okay. Is there any beneficial use of common law courts for us?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
And I think there's going to be examples of what's going to happen with that, as in locking everything out, and they don't have the authority, and it doesn't matter what type of law degree or PhD you have anymore. It's not going to do you any good in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you describe the process of where our bodies are in stasis and what is happening to us just now?
So we've been going through, basically, if you want to look at yourselves as a fragment, you know, we're going to that crystalline, and their body, you know, our flesh, bone, and salt was in control of the thing, and something else is coming in frequency-wise and forming us in a different way. And I don't know about you, but I don't feel pain the same way I used to 2 years ago. It's changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that achy, you know, things are changing, and how, but it is also the direction how you're seeing things and taking it in, and then what you're wanting to get rid of, because your mind has a direction of how you move things instead of bringing it into the body. So things are changing on where before people didn't think the heal thyself, and now that's evolving and changing in a different way. No one's going to the doctor. I mean, there's a lot of people that are on YouTube right now, they don't go to the doctor anymore because we don't trust them.
Okay, thank you. Will the transition happen in this life or the next?
Transition.
Probably to 5D, I'm going to assume.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a view.
Thank you.
It's a perception.
Thank you. How do we remember our past lives in order to make right the future?
Every experience you're going through, don't think of it as you're going through this at one time. And then you have these memories of other times, and we all want to impact it in one type of situation. Don't do that. Separate it. Look at it in different forms. Look at it in different realities, because you're putting that 3D concept that it just has to be this way because that's what we've been taught, programmed. Divide it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm really upset about? I'm going to vent about this. Okay. The contract of marriage. The contract of marriage. You know what? I'm going to vent about this because I am so annoyed with this situation. That here's a program we got into. I'm sorry, I'm going to vent about this.
It's okay.
So here's a program we got into. at a very young age, 16, 17, 18. They all groomed us to, this is what you have to do. This is how you're going to
I
be
think it was
happy.
even younger than that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Those Disney movies.
Okay, we're all
those awful movies.
Okay, and you're going to be with a partner for the rest of your life. You're going to be stuck with that person the rest of your life. Okay, the whole situation with this. The thing is, and so your grandma said that there was no Cinderella. Okay, and I taught my daughter, no, there's no Cinderella story. That's not going to happen. You got to do things on your own. So I'm just going to vent about this. So they got us in a program saying you have to pick that one person you're going to be with at 18 years old. We don't know shit at 18. We can't make choices about heart, let alone have kids. I mean, we make stupid choices, especially Generation X. Forget it. And then they expected us. This is the downfall of this whole situation that's happened, right? You brought in Generation X. We don't give a shit. Okay? We didn't give a shit. We got our asses beat all the freaking time. We don't care. It can't be any worse. Then you put us in a marriage that, you know, we have a little more control over and say, this is how you're going to be happy. This is it. You're just going to be happy with this person the rest of your life. And our soul can only stay with that person and that person together. And then if you grow and evolve, you have to stay with that person and wait for them to grow and evolve. Well, that's what? That is backfired. Spiritually is backfired because as an individual spirit, as you develop and you grow, you're not supposed to wait. You have to evolve. You cannot enslave yourself to stay. That's what's happening now. You know what's happening now? Divorces worldwide on both ends because they're outgrowing. They're like, I can't do it. I'm spiritually aligning with something else, not what society put me in this situation. So this is the biggest fraud out there. Then we all get to a certain age and we're like, we ain't doing this. This don't feel good. The future of this doesn't look good. This like enslavement. And now this whole generation of Generation X is like, fuck it. So everybody's getting a divorce. Everybody's single. You know what's changed though? I'm going to tell you. They're looking for their spiritual partners now. They don't want to get married. They want to be with a soul that's connected at the same level of understanding. Yes. So I'm telling you, marriage is going out the door in the man's law position. You don't need to be with a soul by a contract of another mortal, of another state. I'm telling you, free sovereignty on this whole situation. If you want to be with a soul, you can be with a soul. You're not tied down. It's all a money-making scheme across the board on whole marriage. Never again. And I'm just saying.
Preach it, girl.
Because it's useless. It ties the contract and doesn't let the spirit be a free will of making that choice. Right. I'm done.
But just for
and
those
I'm only saying this because if someone would have told me at the age of 12 the whole scam process of this, I would have went a totally different level, different direction. We all would have. All of us would have made different choices. They sucked us all into that, and that has to stop. And I'm seeing the younger generation; they're not interested in it, which is they're finally seeing it. We're not doing it. I'm saying.
I hear you.
There's a scam.
There are those. Okay, just to be the advocate here, there are those who do appreciate and want to be in those kinds of connections.
Yes, there are.
And that's fine. We're not saying that that's wrong for them.
No, it's not.
A lot of people really won't. Probably
the program was presented in a different way. And if we were able to look at the scope of things, we would have made different choices. There are, and it always happens at a young age, and they are together, and it's fine. But I'm telling you, they put a different program in front of us, and we would have made different choices. And you guys know that.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm saying the soul stays with at the same level that it feels comfortable with. No one's
Mm-hmm.
tied down to that. That's what the states have come in and done. It's just one of the things that generation after generation has pushed upon us on both sides. It's male and female.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
You're correct.
sovereignty. You have a free will of choice, what you
Absolutely.
need to be in, and what your spirit has a free choice to say, I am not part of this vessel no more. I am not part of this. And I get to
Mhm.
leave on the free will. So,
Okay. Thank
there
you.
are great stories out there of love. But it's each individual basis. But the big process I have a problem with is the programming.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So, would you like to do some readings now?
Sure.
Just okay. You're starting to get cut out a little bit. You're freezing a couple times here.
Okay.
Okay, folks. So, if you are interested in getting a mini reading done here now on the live chat, you have to be here. Just type the word reading in the chat. And you have to remember you're going to be calling Jenny here, and it's going to be public reading. So just think of your question ahead of time. You don't put your question in the chat, please. Just type the word reading if you're interested. Okay. There we go. We're starting.
Oh, there's so many different programs we can talk about. That was just one that just hit the.
It hit. That's okay. I'm sure we'll.
But
we have plenty more lives to go on. You can vent on something else.
Yeah, and this is just from experience of people, and this is an epidemic that's changing. But well, I mean, you go down the process. Here's another program with the whole working, and then you'll get ahead, and then you'll get ahead if you work in for a corporation, and then you'll be able to retire, and then maybe you'll be able to go on vacation. The whole, all these programs that we have to acknowledge their programs. They're always set up that we were never going to get ahead because they were just trying to enslave us.
Correct.
So, so. I'm seeing something. I saw it. Melissa Harper.
Okay, Melissa Harper, here you go. Here's Jenny's number. Give her a call. She's in the States. I don't know where you are, but just so you know. There you are.
So I'm wondering if this weather, like when it starts to actually get into the snow season, and when it just blows through town, and all of a sudden it's just starting to snow. Because I don't know where anywhere in the States that they're having snow right now.
Oh, I don't know. Anybody having snow? Let us know.
I gotta let my cat in.
Let's see, Melissa. Hopefully you can call in. If not, type in the chat if you can't call in, and we'll figure something out.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, this is Melissa.
How are you doing?
You know,
Just cutting out just a little bit. What state are you in?
North Carolina.
Oh, cool. So what subject would you like to go into? And then we can look into that.
Are these personal readings or for the collective, like a general?
Well, they're public, so I mean, people are listening to publicly. So if you want to go into something that you don't mind they're listening to, it's fine. Whatever question hits your mind, that's what I would go into.
Well, I suppose I had a question about a sort of a people-pleasing question.
Okay.
Because I have a situation right now with my father, and there's been kind of like masculine, toxic masculine, and divine masculine energy, father wound stuff coming up lately. And I've just been trying to set up some healthy boundaries with him.
So are you living with him?
No, he lives in Florida.
Okay. So it affects you when you're around him or communicating with him, right?
Yeah, well, my mom passed away last year from what I believe to be turbo cancer from the vaccine. And so he checks in with me every day, and I talk to him every week, but it's more of like this obligatory programming, I guess you could say.
Yeah. So the thing, what they're showing me is it's not your responsibility, because this is the thing, it's very hard for the soul to be around that, and you feel responsible because, again, what society has told you what you're obligated to. But the thing is, you don't have to give, this is the thing, people want healing in this process, and sometimes people are never going to get the answers or hear the word I'm sorry, because they're not at the level of looking at it that way. And sometimes you have to, I always say this, you got to give it to the light and release it. You know what I'm saying? To them, because to carry the burden in your soul and your heart, it's not worth it. But the whole thing about society on healing, we think we have to hear I'm sorry, I did do this, I did have a part of this, and it's just, it doesn't work that way. And then we carry that, and that carries a burden onto us, and it puts doubt into us. So the thing is what I'm telling you, everything that his process is, what he's doing, and just by his tone and vibration projects onto you. You can't allow that to come into your soul of that responsibility. As soon as you feel that coming that direction, you have to push it away, because it's going to put a weight on your shoulders. It's going to put a weight in your stomach. It's going to put a weight on you that you do not deserve. Because I'm sure with your mom not there, he was doing the same thing to her in a different way. And she just took it on and took it on and took it on. It is not your responsibility to carry that. And at some point, if he's doing it too much, you kind of, even though whether he doesn't like it or not, someone has to correct him and saying, you know what, I don't mind talking to you, but this is the way it's going to be when we communicate. And if he doesn't like that, and he uses stuff to manipulate you, then you just shut them down for a while, and then eventually they come back. But you can't be a doormat because he thinks he can get away with it.
Yeah.
It's not right. So it is not on you to carry. It is not on you to hold this in. And I think you're doing it because you know this is something that your mom would wanted, right?
Yeah.
And her personality was very giving and kind and would go the extra mile with her. But she's had this sense of humor with her, a very, she tried to look at the lighter things, even though she was dealing with heavier issues, she says, for herself. And it was in private, was upset with it and dealt with it in her tears. But on the surface, she handled it a different way.
Yeah.
And she was afraid. She's like, Jen, I was afraid that this would happen. If I went before, it was going to cause conflict with him because he was so codependent with her. You know what I'm saying?
He was. Yeah, he was.
That's what she's saying. So, and she says, I'm sorry for leaving you with that burden. And I should have changed some things while I was there, and I just kept doing it over and over. And I'm sorry for that. But it is not yours to carry. You can change that now.
Okay, thank you very much.
You are very welcome. Contact me, and I can go through some more stuff with you that I think we can take another level. Okay, hon?
Okay, thanks so much.
You're welcome, hon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. You up for another one, or would you rather take a question?
Let's take a question, and then we'll take another one.
Okay, got it. So, let's see. Max is asking, are we remembering past lives through our dreams?
Our dreams are just a view of what we have control over. We have control over stopping the dream and going forward, and understanding that we have control of what we look at and what we're going to pull out of. And that's, you have to remind yourself when you're in the dream, you kind of have to get in there in that lucid state saying, no, I have a choice to end it or start it. And one of the things that you can do is look at things in levels. Always look at the ground. When you're in a dream, look at the ground level. Look at the mid-level. It kind of gets you to understand that you're controlling what you're viewing. So, yes, that is definitely a situation which you have more control about the dreams than you realize. And don't try to attach every dream together, even one night. It's not all together. Sometimes you're walking through dimensions of seasons of information.
Okay, thank you. Another mini reading time?
Oh,
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we're going to do another mini reading. So again, if you're interested, type the word reading in the chat. That's why it's just easier for Jenny to look through. Just the word reading. And again, it's a public reading, but you can ask a personal question. The best time to do it. Just remember, everyone's listening. Let's see. While we're waiting, are dreams memories?
Yes, and that's why you kind of, as soon as you get out of dreams, you want to write it down, because and then you get into that lucid state and you forget about all of it. And then you have this flash. You're like, where do I know this? Why? And that's why it's to have that dream book. It's very important to have it. Okay. Hold on a second here. What do they have? Let's see. Victoria.
Victoria Hare, Hare.
Yeah.
Okay, just double checking because there's a couple of Victorias on here. Okay, Victoria Hare, here is Jenny's number to call in. It's in the chat.
And again, you guys want personal readings. I mean, that's why you can kind of see it's some of the stuff is personal, and then you can go into and ask any questions. So you can set that up with me.
There's the website. Everything's there.
And Humble Healing 2, 3. I mean,
I don't know if you want to bring up the other class you've got coming
yeah,
in for those who are the Art of Prediction class.
Yes. Because people have these lucid dreams and they don't understand what is reside with a prediction and what is just having a lucid state dream. And this is in a group Zoom class to understand. And also when you do a group class like that where people have the same dream going on, it just really understands what is important with predictions, lucid state dreams, astral travel, all, you know, because people don't teach this. They don't talk about how it comes in. They don't talk about how these predictions unveil themselves and how long they can be and how short they can be and what happens. So I just thought it would be good because I have a lot of clients that have these premonitions and it hits on them and they don't know what to do with it and how to lay it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Victoria's in the chat saying she's trying to call.
I don't see any number coming in. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello?
Hello, Jenny.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
What would you like to go into?
I would like to know, my son got killed in a car accident in 2002. And I would like to know, why haven't I seen him like other people have seen their loved ones?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been able to see him in any dream or anything.
Mm-hmm. Because there's levels. You have to understand the spirit can decide where they decide to stay in or what they want to interact with or what they want to be by. And I don't think it's necessary it's what he's picking and deciding. And I really feel there's levels that I could feel that they're earthbound, whether they're in this, I call it the bench air where they're sitting and they're not accepting everything. And then there's the higher realms and all that stuff. And I just really feel he let go completely and is not trying to communicate. He's like, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not. It's no ill will against you in that way of I'm satisfied being where I'm at, and giving you a sign would give you a slight process of hope and awning and desiring to be with me. I don't want to bring any confusion to you, but I am telling you I am safe and loved where I'm at now and have warm energy around me. So it is not that I don't want to react to you or bring my energy around you. It's just that I am satisfied where I'm at.
Okay.
I am in the light.
Okay.
And his accident, he's showing me such a fast flash for him.
Yes.
And so he says, I was numb. You know, it's not like, it was like forgetting that you had a body and not feeling anything, he says. And it wasn't like I was seeing my body. All I saw was light. I wasn't focused on the body of where that was. I just saw the light. And I followed it. And so be happy for me for where I am now.
Okay.
I'm not in any pain or suffering. And I know you adored me and loved me. And you never forget me each day, he says. I know I will not be forgotten. And so, but
So true.
And he's also worried about your health. So he says, I don't want the extra stress upon you. So
That's my boy.
he loved you. So he is in a good place. And he says you are a good mom.
Yeah.
And so, but he does, he's like, tell her to take care of her heart and her body. So if you want, hun, you can contact me and we can set something up. We can go into more in depth.
Okay.
Okay?
Alrighty. Thank you, Jenny.
You are very welcome. Have a good night. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
No. Nice message.
Yeah.
Patricia, who's not crying now? We hear you, girl. Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
let's go to another question. That makes me want to do two more readings. It does. I feel the energy now. Like we're gonna have to do two more. It's gonna be a long.
Okay.
So
we'll do a quick
we'll do a
question,
quick question and
I guess.
we'll get another one because it's just we're on a roll with spirit tonight.
Yep. Is it true that Irmas, Pleiadians, and all of the higher frequencies beings are energy and don't have bodies?
So it's like this. At your conscience level of understanding, when you accept, this is why I always teach it in class, show me your original form and I will accept the form that you show. When people are ready to see it, that form, they'll show you that they feel that your conscience can handle it. But that's why you always, the scenario, the white Jesus. Everybody sees the white Jesus because that's what they can accept.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can get past the vessel of the physical and you get into the energy, then they can form into what energy they feel that you can adapt to. Seeing them in their true vessel. And that's why I always ask, the true vessel is in bright colors, in bright frequency, and bright energy. Yes. That's why you always ask, show me your true vessel.
Great, thank you. Okay, you ready for another reading? Okay, folks, we're going to do another reading. We are on a roll, guys. So if you're interested, just type the word reading in the chat again.
They're probably all like, this is too serious. We're not going to do the reading.
Well, I guess it depends on the question that they ask. Huh? That's all right. It's all good.
You know,
It's good to see the
it
process,
is.
you know?
It's just and that's the thing. I just got to get to a certain point on everything. So I guess Sandra, because she's like pushing it, and then I'll do another one
Sandra,
too.
okay. Okay, Sandra, here you go. Here's Jenny's number. Give her a call. And don't worry, folks. We'll have one more reading,
one
right?
more
After
coming.
this. Okay. All right.
I think we're talking about silver. I'll wait for this. Okay, it's in California. Hello.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, hon. How are you?
Good.
Good. What would you like to go into?
I try to be a good listener to my family and friends. How can I be better at empathy and compassion and less pride with ego?
So the thing is, you have to look at things in levels. So Spirit always tells me when especially it's frustrating especially when people don't understand what you're getting, what information you have, and there's a frustration with it. So Spirit goes, it's not your ego. It's just you have to put the communication to a lower standard. And it's hard because it's harder for us to go down and not go 110 miles an hour and explain it that way. We want to, but they don't understand at that level. You have to. So it's not an ego thing. It's just going within to listen to your instinct that tells you, okay, this is the way you need to communicate with this person. So I would say you have to get into that stillness. Remind yourself, okay, like a bell. If you had your bell, you'd be like, okay, ding, ding, ding. I got to get into the stillness, the calmness with the process instead of going into that, oh my gosh, it's hard. So it's not, and that's what they said, it's not the ego, Jen. It's just the fact the mindset works at a different level.
Okay.
You're fine. You're just trying to communicate, and this is stuff that you've gotten repeatedly over, and you got it patented down. For them, it's foreign.
True.
So the stillness keeps you humble. The stillness keeps you balanced.
Yes, I thrive on being humble and having unity.
Yes.
And being with God and Jesus and just delivering their message.
Right. Yeah. So you just go from the pure of the heart and relay that information in a humble way is the best way you can reach them.
Thank you. You answered my question.
You're welcome. Good night, hon.
Thank you for the show. Thank you. Good night.
Bye. Okay. Another question.
Okay. Is it true that we're going to see our past loved ones again in 5D? Yes. And if so, will they look like they did in the living?
No. It's the energy and the soul that you're going to recognize. It's familiar to you. And that veil will come down in that process. But yeah, you're going to be able to sense and feel that energy, that compassion, that whole process. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Are we ready for the last reading?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, folks. So let's do it again. Last one for the night. If you're interested in a free mini reading, just type reading in the chat. And remember, you have to be here for the readings. I know sometimes you get some folks that pop up reading in the comment section later, but got to be live. Unless you're interested in Jenny's Patreon group, where if you're a tier member there, she does give away a free mini reading just for the members. She tries once a week.
That's the name that comes up again, Barbara.
Let's see, is there a last name?
Slider.
Was Kreider? Okay. All right, Barbara, here we go. Here's Jenny's number for you. Give a call. I think one of these nights you should just do
I know.
readings
I
all
should
night.
just do a whole.
Just do a whole show of readings.
Yeah, you know what?
I think so. What do you
I
guys think?
Tuesday we'll do that. How about that?
Tuesday?
You know, and this is the thing is when we used to do the
okay.
readings, the Paracon, stuff like that. This is the funny thing about this. You'd have, 50 readers, and they're out just sitting above their table and stuff like that. You'd have a line outside. 2 days booked, right? And my assistant would go, I booked your bathroom. I'm sorry. She manipulated me.
Oh, no.
2 days straight sitting there just reading, non-stop.
Wow. Okay.
But my brain, the way people are like, how can you just go? And I've done 6 hours straight reading. And then finally Spirit's like, you're done. You can't even think that direction now. We're cutting you off. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So let's go back to.
Can we super chat? Jenny does not do super chat because she's not monetized through YouTube. So Spirit picks who gets the reading.
Hello.
Janet,
Hello.
this is Barbara.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. So how can I help you tonight?
I've been really thinking about my sister who had passed, and I haven't had any contact from her. I was wanting to know if.
How long has she been gone?
Since 2019.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2018.
2018. Okay. Okay. And just say her first name. That's all I need.
Ruby.
Ruby?
Ruby.
When I go to her, she shows me your face being very upset a lot. And it's just you feeling alone, she says. And you have a big heart, she says, and you hold it together. But, and her personality is like, I had emotional things going on inside me. I had, I wasn't always telling everybody how I was really feeling. So there was some depression with her too, that she shows for herself. And I just feel that there's insecurities with her that she had in life. She's just hoping everybody was satisfied with me, that I was a good person. She shows an open heart with you, but she's concerned with you about yourself. And she says, don't worry about me, worry about you. But she sees you being so strong, so tough, you don't show that. You're tired of being disappointed. Are you there?
I am.
Yeah. So that's what the first thing so she's like, Jen, and she's like just showing me, she goes, she needs healing. There's stuff inside for you. She's like just telling me, for you, for yourself, for your heart, you need. She says, I'm not there, but she needs this. I'm redirecting it towards her. She needs a break. She's tired. Does that make sense?
It does.
And she's
And I
just,
totally agree.
huh?
I totally agree with her.
Yeah. She says, you're tired. You just don't get a break. And it's not fair. But you're doing kind of the same thing I did. Just keep going. I just thought that people didn't want to deal with my problems. And you're doing the same thing. And you need to take care of yourself. I want you to help yourself. So are you having back issues?
It's mainly leg issue.
Because it's going from the top of the shoulder all the way down. So you have to put your foot up at night? Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually use a pillow because my legs and ankles, they ache at night.
Yeah. It's just showing me that. Do you have high blood pressure?
No, ma'am.
I just see thicker blood. So it's the cells. Yeah. So I want you to contact me through an email so I can just like have her, just so I can look at that closer. That's the blood flow, she says. That's the blood flow. And then, yeah. So I can give you some stuff to look at and hopefully get you rested, because you're not resting. You're uncomfortably laying in bed that's not at a restful state, she says.
Correct.
So just need you to send me an email so I can figure this out for you and get you some relief.
Thank you, Jenny.
You are welcome. And she's still with you, hon.
Thank you, and I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's been a night.
It has. A good
I'm
night.
sure it's going to be like Jen just
Everybody got
lost it
out.
on YouTube, and she was just too mean to everybody, and I'm not. I'm tired of their crap saying stuff. So, anyway, I think it's been a night and everything like that. So, you guys, we're going to do the bell for the children again.
Okay, guys. You can quiet the chat for the bell. That'd be great. Thank you. If you have a bell,
Ring the
ring them
bell.
if you got it.
Maybe one day we don't have to do this anymore. That would be a good day.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 days straight, nothing to eat. Couldn't even go to the bathroom. I haven't done those events in a long time because I just can't do it. It's just a lot.
Right? That is a lot. That
Talk
is.
about hunger. It is like beyond hunger. It is a. Oh yeah, it is like I make it to the hotel room and I'm like done, and I'm like, don't talk. I can't even comprehend after right brain. It's insane. So you guys have a good night. You know how to contact me for readings, information, insightful, and then the class that's coming up, and humble healings, all that stuff. So I will do a show for the readings next week. Just do that.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Okay. You guys have a good night. Stay in the light.